This just in. If your idea of research is a quick Google search, then glancing at the first few results and only reading the one with bullet points, then yes, AI probably does it better. But that's not really the win you think it is. We've reached a strange point where asking ChatGPT, Claude, or Perplexity to research something for you feels smarter than doing it yourself. It saves time, it sounds confident, it gives you neatly formatted paragraphs like a helpful little school project. But here's the thing, AI doesn't know anything you couldn't find on your own. And worse, it often doesn't even know what it thinks it knows. Let me explain. AI doesn't know more than you do. So we'll start with the biggest myth. People think AI has some kind of VIP pass to elite knowledge. Like it reads secret memos from NASA and journals locked behind paywalls. It doesn't. AI pulls from the same internet you do, mostly public pages. It cannot see what's inside premium research sites, academic databases, or subscription tools unless someone has shared that info somewhere public. And even then, it doesn't always grab it. It reads what fits in its token limit. That's a fancy way of saying it forgets stuff halfway through reading, just like we do during long meetings. Also, not all sources are created equal. One of the more concerning habits AI has is acting like all sources are equally reliable. You might get a paragraph explaining complex economic policy with a citation that turns out to be a LinkedIn post or a Reddit comment. If you'd found that comment yourself, you'd probably think, who is this person? Do they know what they're talking about? But when AI gives it to you, the tone is so polished that you don't question it. That's how bad ideas get dressed up in nice suits and accidentally invited to dinner. AI also just makes stuff up. This part's fun in a horror movie kind of way. Researchers tested ChatGPT and found it invented around 20% of its citations. Made up articles, wrong author names, incorrect journal names, and even when it pointed to a real paper, it sometimes got the year, title, or findings completely wrong. In courtrooms, this has already caused problems. Lawyers submitted entire briefs using fake AI-generated citations. Judges were not impressed. Fines were handed out, and one lawyer had to redo ethics training, which is a bit like being made to write out lines on the blackboard after school like Bart Simpson. Except it's your career and professional reputation on the line. AI's confidence is the real problem. It's not just that AI gets it wrong, it's that it gets it wrong with confidence. You'll get a well-written explanation with a tone that says, "Trust me, I've got this." And if you're tired, rushed, or just looking for a shortcut, you probably will trust it. But AI rarely says, "I don't know." It never warns you when it's guessing. And unless you're an expert in the topic yourself, it's hard to tell when something sounds true but isn't. And newer doesn't mean smarter. You'd expect newer models to improve. That's how software usually works. But the latest AI models, they hallucinate more than older ones. One OpenAI model got 48% of its answers wrong in tests. Another paid AI tool did worse than free ones. So if you're paying for the privilege of being misinformed, consider that a premium disappointment. And it's making us dumber too. This one stings. Studies show that the more we rely on AI, the worse we get at thinking critically. Younger users especially are showing declining ability to spot bad logic or weak sources. The technical term is cognitive offloading, but really it just means we're handing over the thinking part to the robot and forgetting how to do it ourselves. And once you stop questioning what you're told, you become the perfect target for confident nonsense. On top of all of this, AI doesn't understand what it's reading. AI can pattern match. It can paraphrase. It can even summarize long documents. But it doesn't actually understand anything. It has no life experience, no context, no gut instinct that something feels off. It can't connect real-world dots like a human can. It might miss the key arguments in the middle of a document because it's too focused on the intro and the conclusion. It doesn't know which parts actually matter. And it doesn't understand you either. AI doesn't know if you're a beginner or an expert. It doesn't adjust its output based on your goals. It doesn't know if you're writing a legal brief or a tweet. So if you're new to a topic, you're more likely to take AI at face value and miss when it's wrong. Meanwhile, someone with more experience can catch the nonsense faster and steer it in a better direction. So ironically, AI helps the people who need it least. Well, here's what you can do instead. You don't need to throw AI out completely. It can help you understand terms, summarize long reads, and brainstorm questions. But don't treat it like a researcher. Treat it like an overconfident intern. Always check its work, and if your current research method is just Googling whatever shows up first, it might be time to upgrade your own process too. You don't need to be a scholar. You just need a bit more skepticism and a good nonsense detector. Marketing works the same way. Clarity beats complexity. If your business message sounds like AI wrote it, your prospects might assume it's equally confused. Need help simplifying your message so your ideal clients instantly understand what you do? My 5-minute marketing fix can help you write one clear sentence that's impossible to ignore. You can download it for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix and get it there. But what about you? What's the worst AI-sourced advice you've ever seen someone take? I'll go first. In the early days of AI, one of my clients was advised to do a Richard Branson-style skydiving stunt. I'm not even joking. Okay, your turn. What's the worst advice you've seen AI give? Let me know in the comments. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful news updates for small businesses every day.